Hello everybody, welcome to a recap of what went down when I played a little bit of Act 8.2. I've 100%ed Act 8.2, that's the point. And I would be showing a 26-minute footage of me one-shotting Bahamet with my King Groot. Instead, I decided to quicken up the pace. But first of all, probably showing a little fight of going up against... I think it's my favourite path in Act 8.2.6, and that is just using Overseer, and I had a great time doing it. Just thought I'd showcase that because it's a very kind of clean and kind of like easy fight. But yeah, in a moment, we're going to go into the Bahamet fight, and yeah, as I said, it's a clean fight. It's a clean, it's a one shot, but I really didn't want to like showcase it because. Are you really wanting to watch a 26-minute fight of me taking down Bahamet with... Yeah, I personally would not feel comfortable putting it out. Maybe I'll put it out. I don't know. I just want to say, like, it probably would not be... I don't think that it's very good to put it out, but a one-shot's a one-shot, and maybe I shouldn't be so kind of critical on myself on it. I just wouldn't want to put you through the full fight, so I've probably at this particular point done the sped up version of all this, so it just goes straight into yes, speedy, fighty, and then that's that, because it's an interesting fight. I was so bored in Act 8.2. I found the paths just so boring. I found the fights boring, and unfortunately, because like I think that King Groot is a massive cheese because of if you can keep yourself alive long enough, you'll find yourself regenning a huge amount. This is a rank 4 6-star version of King Groot, and I just found it very effective. Like, it didn't cost me a single revive. I am now looking at my revives actually when we get to the opening portion of this, because I do want to kind of like talk about some, you know, performance things of how, you know, what went well, what didn't go well, and stuff like that. We'll talk about that in a minute, but yeah, when we now go into the last parts of the fight, it's all just a case of, you know, bringing up the things that I need to do for this. Just bring down the champion. As I said, like, I was so... You kind of really kind of like telling my tone. Like, I just got so bored of it. When you're fighting these long fights, sometimes I just get very, very bored. But I love the ping pong aspect of the little game you have to play. I did mess up with my timing a bit, but yeah, ultimately got it down. That's the main thing. It's getting the victory, and as well, kind of just, you know, showcasing. Yes, I did get hit. How many times did I get hit? Like 91 times. It was a 26-minute fight, and it was a one shot. So yay for me for one shot, but obviously under good conditions. No, that wasn't. It wasn't kind of like under you know, amazing conditions as it was. But look, I'll take a victory. I'll take the W. And I thought what we do is do a little bit of a crystal opening and such like. But of course, I had to make a decision of what I'm going further in. I've got to do more rank ups. I really do. But I've just been busy with just grinding content, doing arena. Yeah, and just doing the quest, like event quest. So many things. I still feel that I'm very behind, even though I felt like I caught up by doing 5 paths in the space of 24 hours. And that was good to do that all in one big go, because it was like I got myself more familiar with the fight. To be honest, it was like the last fight was just like was the one shot, and it's like it's annoying because I'm like, okay, well, I got the one shot, and then some other times, you know, a couple of revives here and there. With the other runs, probably about 4 or 5 in the latter ones, the ones prior to this one. But yay, I did a thing, didn't I? Well done, good me, good on me. But as I said, I'm just not going to show you a like that was basically the one shot. But it's just not worth making a video going, hey, do you want to watch for 26 minutes me take down Bahamet? So I just thought instead, let's just do like a little kind of like quick snippet of like a 4 mins of what went down, and do a little bit of a crystal opening for this day, for Tuesday, and see what I get. So 6-star Nexus crystals. We'll just go into those actually, and then I'll open up some other stuff and talk a bit more. So yeah, as I said, for me, I found it boring. This is the problem when it comes to like the boss fight. It was cool, but by the end of it, because these fights were a lot longer, than say previous ones. It was just a little bit, as I said, it was a bit, I felt it was a bit boring. I like the interesting elements of what was created with the fight, the boss fight. I felt that was cool. That was probably the only saving grace. But as I said, like, I just don't really enjoy long fights. I get quite bored after a certain time, and I literally pause the button and go and make a cup of tea, pour out a glass of wine or whatever. But just like, yeah. But ultimately, that was the saving grace for me. The boss fight. The other kind of like path grinding and getting it. Honestly, I don't know what the reason was for me for putting it off for so long, but I think just time, having the ability and time. Because now I go into an arena grind, and we go into the, what is it called? Act 8.3, which drops tomorrow. And I wanted to get caught up on it. Do you know what? I'm never going to see a 6-star Nick Fury staring back at me. I don't think I'm ever going to see it in any kind of like shape or form or capacity for it. But those are my rewards right there. I'd love to have seen a Scorpion from this. It's not over yet because we've still got some more to open. 7-star wise, I'm saving my 7-star shards for a latter point of the year, just to do a bigger opening. I've got so many things to own, and that's not really the problem. Is there's not now, because the meta has shifted with stuff. It's not really the well, we can open those. Because the meta shifted with stuff, nowadays it's like going, I have to be quite selective. We're going, am I really going to do this type of crystal opening or that type of crystal opening? Because it's just like, well, not really many people want to see that. It's still spicy stuff in some sort of shape or form, but it's not in the other case of affairs. But I've got a lot of 6 stars to rank up. I'm still thinking about 7 stars. I'm thinking about a 7-star rank 2 bishop. I'm thinking about a lot of things. 7-star rank 2 bishop is actually possible right now. But do bear in mind, you get some free generics when it comes to, well, not free generics, but generics at the point of doing Act 8.3. So I've got to consider that as well. I wonder, like, whether or not I should save some 6 stars and trying to do the impossible dream. I'm going to do some more, I think, for this particular video, is just open up some more 6 stars, hopefully picking up something. I'll do another 3 right there and try and pick up myself I see if I can pick up something sneaky, a Scorpion or a Nick Fury, but that's like a needle in a haystack. Interesting that. I was actually thinking of Awakening She-Hulk, just because I think I had an Awakening gem. Now I don't. Now I can say that maybe if somebody's saying maybe you should use that on Scorpion if you get a Scorpion in these next 2. That would be good, wouldn't it? I would love that. I'd absolutely love that. But yeah, I'm ready with... Look at that. New champion as well. I'm getting a lot of new champions, which is fantastic. But I wonder what... I just sometimes think about what will the future hold with getting some of these champions that I've said, I'd always love to pick up these, but never do. But yeah, that's really it in a nutshell, and I'm happy to get these openings done and dusted. Now, one thing I am hoping to do is live stream Act 8.3 when it goes live, so come on by, and we're also going to be streaming on Friday and Saturday. That is the plan as the events go live. And I will let you know when those streams are. I'm going to try and see if I can tie it in. It's difficult on Saturday. Friday for sure, definitely going to be live streaming, because we've actually been given the time frames for it. But yeah, I want to get this done as work on Act 8.3. But my kind of thoughts on Act 8.2 is, as I said, the end boss was kind of the saving grace for it. The rest of it is just a case of I felt a decline in the quality of it and it being quite grindy. And I get that. That's story quest. But this is the way that, Kabam are looking at this and have gone, do you know what? What we need to do is make less paths, make it a lot less grindier, because there's a lot of more stuff that's grindy within games. So players have a chance to do stuff like get 8.3 done and then move on to Battlegrounds, Incursions, and have time for other game modes. And I think Kabam are actually learning the lesson of going, even though they say, oh, you shouldn't have time for everything. Now they're kind of thinking to themselves, well, players want to have time for everything, or a large chunk of time in these different areas, because there's still a lot to do. For a lot of people that 100%ed everything, I get it. It's tough for you. You obviously play this game a lot more than other people, but it doesn't really help out casual players make gains if they're having to do much more grind, a larger grind in content. So I think Kabam are understanding where a lot of the player base is coming from. That's why a lot of players are not stuck through choice. Well, maybe stuck through choice. Are a lot more stuck in Cavalier. I know a lot more people that are just in Cavalier. Hence why we've covered topics where, you know, Cavalier player base is saying that, like, you know, they're getting stomped on a lot in certain aspects. There must be a reason that there's a lot more Cavalier players. I'd love to see the stats and information on it to get players encouraged to move up and kind of progress up to Thronebreaker and Paragon. But there's obviously something there that Kabam know about. We don't know as players. In any case, that has been a video. Thank you very much for watching the opening, and I'm looking forward to Act 8.3, which, you know, drops tomorrow. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed that. Sped up fight against Bahamet. Just had to get it done. But yeah, check out some other content located on screen. Much love and have a great day, whatever you're doing. Bye bye for now.